I was just playing games. So, for want of a better word, they said, right, you can either go to the church on the Sunday, or you go to the mosque on the Friday. You're not going to go to the two. So I was in a dilemma because I'd got quite friendly with the Christian priest in the church on the Sunday. So the following Sunday, I called him into the cell. And I said, look, I'm in a dilemma. I explained everything. And I said, I think I would like your advice. Because if I become a Muslim, I don't think my mum's going to be very happy, having been brought up as a Christian.
Isn't that sort of securities that all Muslims have? And they
is that a fact? I wasn't aware of that, but
yeah, it's across the board. I haven't done much research about it, but what I've gathered that all the people that embrace Islam, this is what they go through. What the parents going to say? What the mate's going to say? You know, what's the Christian minister going to say? You know, but this is all test from Allah, from God.
So, fortunately, the priest, he said, what we do, we pray, and he prayed in my cell with me, which made me feel comfortable.
That's nice.
And he prayed to God, and he said, this is a decision that Ronny is thinking of becoming a Muslim, and he's at the crossroads of his life now where he's got to make that decision. And the guy was quite a nice guy, actually. His name will come to me shortly. And he said, Ronny, he said, if that's what you really want to do, then I'm sure the Lord, your God, will accept you. And because the priest had prayed as well, and we both prayed, and I was crying at that particular time.
Really?
I was.
Obviously, very emotional.
It wasn't something that I chose to do lightly. It wasn't sort of a
life-changing decision.
Yeah, it was a decision that it probably took about 2 or 3 months to come to. And from that day on, I never looked back.
That soothes my heart, you know, because I'm Muslim myself, yeah, and you can never forget the feeling you get when you take the Shahada. Yeah, when you say that in Arabic, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad Rasulullah is the Prophet of God, the Prophet of Allah. Yeah, that feeling you get when you took Shahada. Yeah, there's nothing like it in it, sort of thing, and no regrets for me whatsoever that I became Muslim. Tell me a bit about your father. Did he never, because he was Muslim himself, and you was just backtracking a bit that.
Well, I was very fortunate because my father, he was a Muslim, so I knew that. I still knew some of his friends from when I was a child.
Yeah.
So after I came, incidentally, I'd like to point out I spent 5 months in prison. I spent £100,000 on legal fees.
What's it, wasn't it?
Because I wasn't on legal aid.
Yeah.
Eventually, after 5 months, I was given bail. Eventually, I went to Basildon Crown Court, I think, in the February of 2001 or thereabouts, for trial.
Yeah.
On the second day of the trial, which was intended to last 4 or 5 weeks, but on the second day of the trial, the first day of the prosecution, and by lunchtime on the second day, my defence, and the jury went out and found me not guilty.
Alhamdulillah.
And my barrister at the time, she jumped up and said, "My Lord, Your Honour," I believe his name is Judge Smith.
We're referring to the judge.
She said, "I'd like to bring to your attention my client, Mr. Ronny Meah, has been held on remand for 5 months in Belmarsh prison, and he's not on legal aid, and therefore we apply for costs."
Yeah.
And the judge turned around and said, "No costs." Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. I was shattered. I was ill. I was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. And I walked out of the court and I said to my barrister at the time, I can't believe that, what I just heard. I said, I spent 5 months, and while I was in there, I was kicked in the head by the officers.
With the screws?
Yeah, they hit me in the head. I suffered from, they burst my eardrum actually. I had to have that operation after coming out of prison. They broke my arm. I didn't get treatment for 3 days. I was caged up like an animal for 23 hours a day for 5 months, and the judge said no costs. So I said to the barrister at the time, well, what's the next step? As we walked out the court, and she said, Ronny, I said, I'm only a criminal lawyer. She said, you'll have to get an appeal lawyer for that. SubhanAllah, Alhamdulillah.
This is all part of the persecution.
Then it was the test. And Allah says, this life is a test. So subsequently, I found it very hard to come to terms with. And I kept praying and praying and praying. And alhamdulillah, shortly after that, I took the Shahada.
That's deep, I'm feeling that.
And subhanallah, alhamdulillah, it's made me the person that I am today. Sometimes I get bitter, but Allah says, be patient. This life is the test. The best is yet to come. Paradise is eternal. There is no end. It just goes on and on and on and on. SubhanAllah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah.
Right, Ronny. I don't know what to say about that, but would you say that you're happy that you've actually gone through all that, and because the end result is you're Muslim and you're guaranteed paradise when you die?
Inshallah, inshallah.
So all these little setbacks and everything, and these little justices, at the end of the day, are worthwhile. Are so much more than what that's been left behind is what is to come. So, yeah, all these little things, yeah, right. It's an investment in the hereafter. Yeah, as long as we bear patiently as Muslims, yeah, right. The best part of the whole world is against us, yeah, right. Because, right, what are people doing nowadays? They're just following after dunya, this material, you know, existence, yeah. But, yeah, that's not the have on the end all. The God has said we can follow all the things that are permissible. We can earn a good living. We can earn 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 pounds a year, as long as it's halal, as long as it's lawful earnings, yeah, right. But the best is the life to come, because God guarantees paradise for all us Muslims. This is my personal belief. That's why I became Muslim, because when I was talking to the brothers on the dawah table they had, yeah, they said, yeah, right, embrace Islam and you'll be given Jannah, paradise. So I did it. So as long as I stay firm on this faith, on this belief, when I die, yeah, I go to paradise, and I pray you go to paradise also. Now, say what?
Since becoming a Muslim, alhamdulillah, I've learned a lot. Your health, your wealth, and your time is not yours. It comes from Allah. From Allah we come, and to Allah we return. We came into this world with nothing, and we return with nothing.
Except our good deeds.
Apart from the good deeds and the bad deeds. Your money, your iPods, your wealth, your house, your business. When you go in that grave, you can't take it with you. SubhanAllah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. The problem is now, everybody is chasing money. And on the day of judgment, Allah doesn't look to see how rich you are, how poor you are, how tall you are, whether you're black, white, orange, yellow or green. He looks inside your heart. And if the heart is clean, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Jannah is eternal, there is no end. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Amen.
Give thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars. Praise Him all day for what is and what was. Take hold of your iman, don't give in to shaitan. Oh, you who believe, please give thanks to Allah. Allahu Ghafoor, Allahu Rahim, Allahu Yuhibbul Muhsinin. هو خالقنا ورازقنا وهو على كل شيء قدير. Allah is Ghafoor, Allah is Rahim, Allah is the one who loves the Muhsinin. He is our creator, He is our sustainer, and He is the one who has power over all. Give thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars. Praise Him all day for what is and what was. Take hold of your iman, don't give in to shaitan.